The air at Ninoy Aquino International Airport buzzed with life. But for the 22 Ukrainian students, everything felt silent. Faces pale, eyes empty. They carried invisible wounds, war having stolen their homes and dreams. Volunteers greeted them with flowers and smiles, but the students moved like ghosts, barely acknowledging kindness. Even as Manila's chaos flashed by, inside the bus, the group was cold and distant. They had all escaped the same war, but instead of comfort, there was only distance, a secret dividing them. Meant to be a symbol of resilience, they arrived as a broken family, the wounds of war running deep. Weeks passed at the Manila University, but the wall of silence remained. The group split in two, one side simmering with anger, the other weighed down by guilt. In class, Katerina's trembling voice cut through. Sometimes people make choices to save themselves, but they leave others behind. Alexander looked away, the accusation clear. Everyone thought of Dmitro, the missing 23rd student. The division deepened. Katerina's friends mourned Dmitro, recalling their promise to stick together. Alexander's group withdrew, haunted by guilt. The secret poisoned every interaction, making peace impossible. They had escaped war, but not their memories. The beauty of Manila and the kindness of locals couldn't reach them. The group was paralyzed by anger and guilt, unable to move forward. The full story of their escape and the terrible choice made had to be told. The secret could not stay buried forever. Only by facing it could they hope to heal. The silence was a prison, and the truth was the only key. The time for secrets was ending. The breaking point came during a thunderstorm. Katerina confronted Alexander in the common room. "We have to talk about Dmitro," Alexander whispered. "There is nothing to say." Katerina's anger erupted. "You left him. We were all supposed to get on that bus. You told the driver to go without him." The room filled with students, the secret finally spoken aloud. Alexander's voice broke. "The soldiers were coming. If we waited, we'd all be taken. Dmitro was late. He was helping an old woman. I had to choose, save 22 or lose all 23. Katerina's friend Irina sobbed. "But he was your friend. We promised to stay together." News had come. Dmitro was captured and did not survive. The secret was now a shared wound. Anger and guilt collided, but so did understanding. They realized they were all victims of a war that forced impossible choices. Tears flowed for Dmitro, for themselves, for lost innocence. The wall of silence finally broke. The painful truth was out, and though it hurt, it was the first step toward healing. In that storm, they found the courage to face their grief together. The secret no longer divided them. It united them in sorrow and love. Healing could finally begin. News of the confrontation reached the university staff, who wanted to help but didn't know how. A Filipino professor suggested they meet her grandmother, Lola Pilar, a survivor of World War II. In the garden, the students shared their story with her. Lola Pilar listened, then spoke. "War asks us to make choices no one should have to make." She told of her mother, forced to give food to soldiers or risk her family's lives. "I was angry for years," she said, "but later I understood she chose to keep us alive." Her story mirrored the students' pain, offering a new perspective. The journey toward healing had truly begun. Lola Pilar's story became a turning point. The students began talking again, not in anger, but with fragile honesty. Alexander and Katerina shared quiet moments, their silence now a space for grief, not accusation. Healing was slow. Forgiveness didn't come easily. Some still struggled with anger and loss, but the group learned to accept each other's pace. They started weekly talking circles, sharing feelings without judgment. The two divided groups began to merge, studying, eating, and exploring Manila together. They found strength in shared experience and learned to support each other's pain. No longer defined by the secret, they were redefined by compassion. They honored Dmitro's memory, recalling his kindness and dreams. The best way to remember him was not through division, but through unity. They were survivors with a responsibility to live. Their pain became a reason to help others. Together, they searched for a way to turn grief into something lasting. The first steps toward healing had truly begun. United by loss, the students created the Dmitro Koval Scholarship Fund, to help others affected by war. This act gave them purpose. They were no longer just victims, but agents of hope. They organized fundraisers, shared their story, and built a support group called Spilna Muva, Common Language. It became a space for refugees and locals to heal together. In helping others, the students found their own wounds eased. Their initiative inspired the university and community. The scholarship grew, and Spilna Mova became a vital resource. The 22 students, once broken and silent, became leaders. Every life they touched was a tribute to Dmitro's memory. His final act of kindness became their guiding principle. Compassion, they learned, was the most powerful response to cruelty. Building community was their answer to division. They were no longer haunted by the past, but inspired by the friend they lost. Their pain had become purpose. The story of the 22 Ukrainian students is about the cost of war and the power of the human spirit. Healing began when they spoke the truth, even when it hurt. Once the secret was shared, it lost its power to destroy. Honesty led to understanding, and understanding to healing. Lola Pilar's wisdom showed them that forgiveness is not about erasing the past, but accepting impossible choices. Forgiving Alexander wasn't saying he was right, it was recognizing his desperation, not malice. Most importantly, they learned to forgive themselves. True healing came in community, not isolation. Their pain became a mission to help others, to build compassion. Today, they are more than students. They are leaders, peacemakers, and proof that light can emerge from darkness. Their story reminds us, forgiveness is not weakness, but our greatest strength. It is the hope that lets us move forward and create change. They arrived broken, but became one community, united by love and a future built in Mitro's name.